Well, good Tuesday evening to everyone. It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. The person doing the seeing and being glad is me, Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver. Yes, that Dungeon Delver. Welcome to the show. And if you're one of the newer subscribers here, thank you, first of all, for subscribing. If you're just stopping by for the first time and you haven't already, please do click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications, and you will find out when we do these live streams, when I do the interstitial videos, the newsy sorts of things, and all kinds of updates can be yours. And of course, I appreciate that greatly. If you're watching this show at a later time, please do leave a comment down below. Feel free to participate in the comment section. But welcome back. This is our first AD&D game of 2024, our first session of hopefully many AD&D games. And we're going to mix it up a little bit starting this year, guys. I know a lot of you folks might be thinking, oh, it's 9 o'clock. Well, I can hang out. I can put my feet up and just kind of have this in the background and ignore it because Bill's going to talk for an hour or 45 minutes or half an hour or whatever. I'm not. Basically, I'm going to catch you guys up with what's going on, and then we're going to jump right into the game. If I have missed anyone's super chats, super thanks, comments like that earlier on, I apologize, but we are jumping straight into it tonight. I will get on more with comments about ongoings with the show, news, that kind of things. We'll do those not on news nights, and I'll update you guys more through the community than taking valuable gaming time away from the group who are waiting in the green room right now. And yeah, it'll be much better. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put on well, it's not exactly a wizard's hat now, is it? But it is a set of awesome studio headphones. And we're going to listen. Robert Phillips, that is absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. You listen to other show hosts? That's great. Because let me tell you something. This is not broadcast television in the 1970s where you can watch Three's Company's, Rhoda, or Price is Right. Otherwise, you just miss out. Or you can watch Nova on your local PBS affiliate. The beauty of the internet is you can go and you can watch other stuff, and then watch it again, and then watch it again, or watch mine live and watch somebody else's later. It's all good. A rising tide lifts all boats, and that is the key. That is what I want everybody to keep in mind. I am not in competition with other old school D&D YouTube folks. I'm in partnership with them. But super chat me the most. Anyway, without further ado, guys, let's welcome back our party of adventurers, and we'll get up to speed with what's going on. But first and foremost, let us say hi to Vroot Dorn, played by the one and only Doomsword Deathmaster. Dooms, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you. Are you in Studio Doomsword these days?
Yes, sir.
Finally,
I have to move the library, but
Woohoo! All right. And of course, what would a party be without a sneaky little thief? So everybody say hello to Mark as Grimsby. Mark, I hope you had a good holiday season. Love the t-shirt.
I got the plague for Christmas, but I'm better now, so cool.
Oof. Human
It's
malware.
the modern coal in the stocking, I guess.
Yeah. Don't run those words together, folks. Coal in the stocking, not coal in the never mind. Yeah. It's watch your commas and hyphens. It's an important touch. We have Mobius is back again and again and again and again, and I'm never not going to make that joke, Mobius strip joke. Everybody say hello to Mobius playing Duran. Hope things are well with you, sir.
Hey, how's it going? Feels like it's been about a year.
It feels like it's been a minute. So, of course, our game wouldn't be the same without Kevin playing Marius Edsel. I'm just having a little fun with you. That's Marius Edsel. Welcome back. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. And everybody's favorite sandpapery elf fighter magic user. Everyone, put your hands together for Thane Kyle as Sir Standard, haver of his own D&D channel here on YouTube, as I was just mentioning. D and Disability, you should go subscribe to them. Just pop open another tab and go click a subscribe there. Danny is asking me how the weather was. It got, we had a tornado watch. We had a tornado, no, what's the one where, it could happen at any second. A warning, I guess, around here. But TK, welcome back. Good to see you.
Good evening, Bill.
So let's go ahead then and jump right into it. One thing I do want to point out, and I hope all my players got it, I need to actually minimize this so my beautiful, beautiful face doesn't get beaten up. But we have our digital dice roller. This is something I got. I sat down and had a very, very long and productive meet with a great technical assistance person over at DD Dice. So we have our dice, and they'll be rolling up right over there. So everyone will be able to see when we undertake to roll dice on the screen. And I am very, very happy about that. So
They
I
can't
won't
see the killer background we have, though, which is kind of sad.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah. The background is nice, but unfortunately, it's 100% opaque, and otherwise, you guys would be seeing that. But let me just roll this real quick. Just throw this so everyone can see, and that's what you'll see and where you'll see it. So I will bring everyone up to speed. We had essentially, the party had slain all comers in the Caves of Chaos, and we're now debating what to do next around the environs of the keep. Now, of course, there's potentially more adventure here to be had, but I leave it to the party to decide, what is your next move, adventurers? What will you do?
Run streaking through the streets, proclaiming the one and true God, Shab Niggurath, and how he will bring about the end of the world.
But what do you do after that?
Yeah, I'm going to stay and drink with Brug.
Turn into a cultist.
Yeah, really.
A deep one.
Right. Like,
Did we have stuff to sell here? Or anything like that? Or XP to collect? Or anything in wrap up?
Let's have a look. I have notes about some stuff. I have a lot, actually. I have there's a staff that needs to be identified. We know it's a staff of the serpent, we think, but we haven't had it identified. I have a gold ring. I have a potion. There's a scroll. I have some platinum which can be divided. There's a gem, probably a real. My notes state, and I quote, one huge gem. I have 10 black and 10 red stones, 2 red eye gems, 50 gems in general, and then I quote here 700-ish GP. So those are my notes from like 3 weeks ago.
And I do believe we need XP for 2 sessions.
Yeah.
Okay, so treasure XP aside, let me see here. I just got to get my notes open here, guys.
Oh, and there's also a shield and a set of plate mail as well, which I think we thought were magical, which could also stand identification as well, or at least double checking to see if they were magical. Most of this stuff came off that Pontifex Maximus, that chief priest that we caught in a cloud of fart gas and promptly beat to death.
Something exactly like that, yes. So identifications are in order, and as you have been able to ascertain, I mean, overthrowing the evil temple essentially gets you some identifies from the folks here in the keep. They're glad to do it. Just in the ensuing days since you've done that, the road has become so open. There are 2 and sometimes 3 bands of travelers coming down this road now, and able to do so relatively untroubled, at least in and around the environs of the keep. Farmers with just a few stout farm hands armed with ad hoc polearms and such are able to bring their wares to the keep rather than having to wait for heavy armed caravans. So this is a good time for all. You have you have certainly won the hearts and minds of the good folks here at the keep. But as to the identified items, let's see. Let us go down, and I must look at what you guys pilfered. Monster XP is going to be from the destruction of some undead. And
a lot of undead, yeah.
A lot of undead, and the slaying of the priest.
There were a couple of cultists, I think, but like
yes.
4, I think.
Yeah, there were 4 of his acolyte assistants. And by the way, I would just like to point out for audience members who might be new to the show, if you have any questions, if you have not played first edition AD&D before, if all this is very new to you, or it's been a long time and you don't and you know you don't quite remember, if you have a question, please do pop it in the chat and let me know what it is you have. I will do my best to answer it. Although sometimes the chat gets rolling and I get running the game. But I want this to be not just kind of a dull session, but something you guys out there in the audience can interact with a little bit too. So feel free, and myself, one of the players, or somebody in the audience will be more than happy to catch you up with that. So let's see here at what the priest had, or what, as Hank Hill might have said. All right. So the plate and shield are +1 each.
Okay. I'll note that. And then we'll see who wants it.
His scroll is a cleric scroll. It has detect magic, hold person, and Cylon's 15-foot radius.
Okay, 1 sec.
Okay.
Please say he said Cylons.
Detect magic.
Detect magic.
Silence. Hold person.
Hold person. And that's it.
Okay.
He had a potion of gaseous form.
Okay.
He has the snake staff, of course.
Okay, which I presume we now know the activation word for.
Yes.
Okay. And do we know how many hit points that little sucker has?
The priest or the snake staff?
No, the snake staff. When they turn into a snake, they gain I think it's 18. It has 18 hit points or something. But I don't know if it regenerates hit points when damaged. It never states. In my home game, they don't, as an example. So I'm just asking.
That is a fine question. We are going to go by the book, as I often enjoy doing. So let's see. We'll zip down here and have a quick gander. Oh, that was there. Rods, staves, and wand. Let's see. Let me do something real quick here.
Mhm. Also, gents, while the DM is rolling this, what do you think about the gems? Do you think we should just hang on to them as gems? I mean, it kind of makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, we might still want to split them somehow, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just that way we aren't carrying around like, sacks of coinage.
Okay, so this is the snake staff is a staff of the serpent.
Mm-hmm.
It is a python staff.
Mm-hmm.
It functions as a +2 weapon.
Yep.
If the cleric throws the staff to the ground, it is a clerical item. It lengthens 6 feet and thickens to become a constrictor snake. Armor class 3, 49 hit points, 9 inches of movement. If it is destroyed while in snake form, the staff is destroyed. It doesn't say anything about regenerating or not regenerating hit points, nor does it list anything as far as charges. And yeah, it says neither staff has or requires charges. So, yeah, if you want to just swing it like a club, 3 to 8 hit points of damage. And then you can do the snake trick on it, and it will constrict opponents for 4 to 10.
Yeah, so it's D6 damage. Yep. And then what's 4 to 10?
4 to 10 would be
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2, yeah.
So we only have one cleric, right?
That is correct.
I look behind me. I don't see any other ones.
Yeah, it seems like somebody made out. We got some magic plate, magic shield.
Well, you already have a magic shield +1, don't you, Vroog?
Yeah, I don't need either of those items. And then that
check
staff.
my crappy one on the ground and pick that one up.
There's a. What about that ring?
The ring. I think the ring may have just been a really nice ring.
That's fair.
I am checking. A gold ring with a black gem. It's worth 1,400 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Thereabouts. So Grimsby happens to think.
Yeah. The huge gem.
Vaughn, thank you very much for the super. And it is nice to be playing again. The huge gem, are you talking about the huge eye gem?
I have 2 red eye gems, and then on my sheet it says huge gem. So
huge gem, let's see.
One quote huge gem, end quote, not the red eye gems. So if those are the quote huge eye gems, then those would be different.
Aren't notes great?
Aren't notes great? Yeah.
Okay. That is a large red. It is a large carnelian. It is worth 1,000.
Okay. And the 10 black and 10 red stones.
Okay, so the 10 red stones are worth 500 gold pieces.
Total or each?
It says 10 red stones worth 500 gold pieces, 10 black stones worth 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
Looks like we should invent some type of game around these different colored pieces.
The world's most expensive chess set. Go. And the 2 red eye gems?
The 2 red eye gems are no, those are junk. Those are only worth 100 gold pieces each. You can give those to a beggar child.
And the 50 quote gems
or harlots.
Hey, that's some open-minded pastor you guys have got in the party there. The 50
just gems.
Hang on a second.
If we have to break out the gem generator.
They're of various type, but none
Okay.
of them are worth more than 10 gold pieces each.
Okay. So let's say average of 7 each. Does that work?
No, they're worth 10 gold pieces each.
Oh, 10 each. Okay,
Right.
so. Okay.
I
So
apologize for my vagueness.
okay. Well then, gents. Who here wants, and I just typed all that out, so I will copy paste. And who here wants what? Does someone want is there another fighter that wants the magical plate mail? If not, I'll take it. But
I don't think so. We just give whatever you're wearing to the henchmen.
yeah.
I think we gave all the other plate to them already, so they should already be wearing plate, aren't they?
One of them is.
Alright.
One according to my notes, I have notes, I think. Yep, here they are. So Finkel is in plate, Thrud is in plate, Edward is in plate, but Marco is not. So we can put Marco in plate.
Grimsby was not in the previous delves, but he is willing to hold on to any of the gems and the ring, for instance.
Absolutely. I presume, Priest, you want the Staff of the Serpent. Somebody else
Sure.
wants the +1 shield, I presume, or does somebody want the magic armor and I take the shield? What does everyone want? I don't want to be the first to pick.
I want none of that, but I want my treasure. Don't go
Okay.
giving it to the midget.
Too late. I'm already writing on my character sheet.
Well,
Have to turn
Vrug,
him over and shake him.
Vrug, why don't you, being the illustrious half-orc fightar that you are, why don't you take this, and I will hand you the one huge gem. And why don't you also take these, and I will hand you the 10 black gems and the 10 red gems.
It's a king's ransom.
So that's 1,600 in gold for you in gems. How about that? Does
That
make
works
Vrug
for
happy?
me.
Okay.
That's a lot of drinking.
We have made, well, it's also going to be relatively hard for you to spend that on booze, I think. So
And that's
unless
where you're
you're
wrong.
well, I mean, hey, my elf doesn't have to be right. And then let me get this straight. Mark, you took the red eye gems and the ring, or did you take?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take what Grimsby will take whatever gems you give him.
That's fine.
And then he'll take ones that you didn't give him, and he hopes that you don't notice.
That's not fine.
Yeah, I know. The 2 eye gems and the rings he'll take, yeah.
Okay, and then Priest, you get the snake. I mean staff snake, and you get the potion, and you get the scroll. Who wants the potion?
But there's a gaseous form potion, or the one.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that, just as a method of I'm squishy and need to escape kind of thing.
Mhm.
If I get surrounded, but it would probably be better in the hands of someone else.
I have a potion of gaseous form already, so if it's an escape mechanism, I already have one place.
Word. And the scroll, I presume the cleric's taking. What about our other magic user? What do you want, sir?
There's nothing in the list I can use, right?
Well, that's not true. There's 50 gems. Those are worth. Those are worth.
I mean, aside from the treasure, yeah.
Okay, so then why don't you take those 50 gems and that pouch with the 51 platinum pieces?
Okay.
Okay, and now this leaves the shield, the plate mail, and what else? So Priest, do you have? I forget. I genuinely forget. Do you have magical plate?
Yeah, I already have +1 plate.
Okay, and you don't use a shield though, do you?
Not with this staff.
That's fair. And Bill, can I wield a shield with my +2 spear? You said, and I quote, "It is a large spear and it's 13 feet long." So,
I mean, yeah, knights on horseback have
okay,
lances at least that long that they can use with shield.
okay. So, what do we think, party? Last chance to get magical shield. Anyone want it? Magical plate. No one wants it. Okay, so I guess I'll take those. Then somebody else take the potion.
I'll take the potion. Maybe I can use it to sneak around.
Okay. You take the potion, Mark.
You
Potion
can't
gaseous.
choose when that wears off, right?
That is correct. You
Okay.
cannot choose when it wears
So
off.
that's the only challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used one of those as a previous character, and never again.
Does it form all your stuff to be gaseous, or does it
Yes.
feel like all
Yeah.
your stuff just drops? Okay, good.
Yeah. No, you and no, not people if you're carrying them. But yeah, you get to. It's not like the illustration in the Holmes Moldvay basic book where they show vapor rising up out of armor. It's you and all your carried and worn gear.
Okay, well that takes my armor class to -2.
Okay.
Cool.
There is some XP to be given out for magic items. Vrug, did you take any magic items?
I did not.
You did not. Okay. Mark Grimsby took the potion of gaseous form.
Yes.
Let's see. That is 300 experience points to Grimsby.
Ooh.
The plate and shield that went to Sir Standard, that is... The plate is 800. The shield is either 200 or 250. Yeah, that is 1,050 XP total. 250 for the shield, 800 for the plate.
Cool.
The staff of the serpent. You ready for this, Mobius?
It's huge.
Are you sitting down, my son?
Sure am.
The staff of the serpent is 7,000 XP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You will be leveling.
And he got the scroll too.
And the scroll, yeah.
And the scroll.
Not that it
scroll
matters.
The scroll's fairly paltry. It's all first level spells, I believe. Well, wait, now that I've said that, of course, I don't think it's all first level spells.
Isn't hold person second level?
Yeah, it is. I gotta
And 15-foot radius.
Yeah, I gotta pop open the player's handbook here. Give me just a second. All right, so let's see. Yeah, silence 15-foot radius is a second level spell. So that's 200 XP. And hold person. That is also a second level spell. However, it is 100 per spell level on it. So far that's 200. And what were the others? Or what was the other? Detect magic, was it?
Yeah, there was
The
a
first one. Yeah.
Okay,
Detect
yeah, so that
magic,
is equal-
silence 15-foot radius and hold person.
Okay. So that is a total of 300 XP for that.
Cool.
It should be 400, right? There's 2 second levels and a first.
No, it's not per spell level. It's per spell level.
Oh,
So if you had 10 first level spells, it would still only be worth 100.
okay. I get you. That's different than what I read. That actually helps.
Experience points awarded to characters who can use the spells. The award should be 100 XP per spell level. So that's how that goes. Page 121 of your Dungeon Master's Guide.
Awesome.
That's okay.
Oh, nice observation there. Robert says Staff of the Serpent is in the Bible, so it should be big XP.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get your Chuck Heston on with that. Any other magic items to the party? Was there anything else?
Nope.
Because the rest of it is monetary treasure, and that's up to you guys to divide. And I will give you the XP for the cleric, the zombies, the skeletons, and his acolyte henchman here in just a moment.
And I think we did that. Did you all see the coinage I put in chat?
Well, I listened to what you gave me. I didn't see coinage in chat.
Okay, so there's an extra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I do see it.
Yep, of the gold split 5 ways, we all get 140.
Right.
And I think that just makes sense to just split the gold because pocket money.
Sure, I agree.
And then of course, you all get the gems from the yada yada yada.
You end up with a pretty healthy bounty of gems, Mark.
Of course, Grimsby does not think it is enough, but
Yeah.
it will suffice. And he may
Well,
be
I mean,
leveling-
I don't want to be greedy, you know,
no,
but
he may be leveling and asking y'all to help him out.
Well,
because
we
he's
all
gonna
level-
I
be
ain't
getting-
selling me gems.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Everyone.
I got this nice ring.
Maybe you can talk to Castellan into helping you level because you cleared out the.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Hi, Mr. Castellan. Hi, the man. I'm a thief. Can you help me get better at thieving?
Hey.
And not only am I a thief, but I'm really small too.
And also, I get possessed by evil things and try to steal them.
Just to put in the good word for him, he did walk in and out of a bunch of places first. It's not all about the thieving. It's sometimes about the sneaking.
Yeah. Well,
No,
see, the way
it's
we
really all the
advertise this
thieving.
is you're a scout with many talents.
Trying to help you out over here.
You're a scout that picks locks. Okay.
Maybe if you pretend to be a Kender, everyone will be endeared by you.
Nah.
Isn't that
No,
a top
everyone will kill me.
Literally.
He made me kill him.
That's a riot.
We'll find out if you breathe underwater.
Yeah.
If he floats, he's guilty. Throw him in the lake.
Exactly.
And what else do we burn? More wood. More Kender, yeah. All right. Let me just look up those undead.
They were like 11 skeletons and I think some indeterminate number of zombies.
Oh, it was more than that. There were all those
good.
in the room that you fireballed.
I'm going to be making a video actually talking about that soon, which is kind of interesting. Talking about that exact moment.
All right, here we go. So we'll stop off at skeletons first. And for anyone who's sitting out there drumming your fingers on your table or your lap or whatever, saying, I wish he'd done this over the holidays, trust me, I had no time. All right. So, skeleton. +1 per hit point. Alrighty, and
Waiting for the DM to tell you this stuff is half the fun anyway. You know, it's like reeling up a fish. You don't know what's on the end.
Let's see. I don't think I stand much of a chance of leveling, but I'm checking anyway.
All right, so there we go.
Yeah, nowhere near with magic user. Ooh, I might with fighter, but I doubt it.
Okay, here we go, guys. Your total XP for monsters slain. This does not count any treasure. Is 306 experience points each.
Okay.
306 experience points. Good night, Dungeon Minister. It was fun to see you out in the audience.
Now I have 822.8 when I multiply mine by 1.1. So
Okay.
Does that round up to 823, or do I just drop that?
No, you just dropped the fraction.
Yeah, I figured. A guy can pray.
Well, the cleric can.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can. It just won't do anything.
Yeah, it works just like it just did.
Yep. Ends in disappointment. Okay. Well, I'm about one adventure away, I guess. One good sally away from leveling, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I gotta spend some time praying before we go.
Mm-hmm.
I need a third of what or half of what I already have to level. So
There we go. I'm back.
it's gonna be a
If I can get my...
I do level up.
Ooh, nice.
Excellent. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's a lot to be said for heroism as far as improving your overall. You might pick your nose and then your butt and then your nose again and wash your feet in the in the toilet, but my God, you have you have put a kibosh on the evil in the caves of chaos, and that carries a lot of weight with the men willing to train you. So, given that time has passed since you arrived from the caves of chaos at last, go ahead and make that roll to see how many XP you get. Or would you like me to? It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, well, the dice roll is working, so I may as well do it.
All right.
Come on.
Dice roller, dice roller, dice roller.
Yeah, I did okay the last two times. The okay, but I've never had something exceptional. All right, here it goes.
Nice.
10 hit points. There you go, man.
Plus 3 for Constitution, 13.
That you just gained 4 first level magic users worth of life energy.
Yeah. Oh, I needed that really, really badly.
Here goes mine. Good enough.
I didn't
Brilliant.
see.
Huh?
Okay, 6. Sorry, it took a minute to show up. All right, so 6 hit points for the cleric.
What are Grimsby's options for leveling up? He has to go find some thieves to help him out.
I tell you what. Let's see here.
And I know that I'll be short on cash.
As it were.
Huh.
Okay, so unfortunately, the group of gnomes are no longer in the keep. So yeah,
Stubby legs. Maybe we can catch up.
you will have to seek out someone for 2 level.
Yep. Maybe wherever we're going to go next, I can find somebody, and I'll just hold on to my cash. Where do we want to go next?
I've been thinking about taking this place over.
Okay. Sounds a little bit boring for Grimsby, but you do you.
It is kind of boring.
It's It's all the paperwork, really. Come on, Vroog.
Yeah, well, I was hoping for some better ale.
Do you want the ale made in the jars that have the heads? Is that going to be a specialty here?
That ain't a bad idea.
They're kind of small.
Yeah, this place is a bit pathetic now, ain't it? Perhaps
Have
we
we
travel
heard
north or
rumors?
south.
Have we heard any interesting rumors about other places with adventure? Grimsby puts in quotes because all he cares about is gold.
Yeah, screw adventure. Get me into like the real estate market.
The Wild Coast itself, I mean, north of you guys, out of the Pomarge, deep in the Pomarge, I mean, there's all kinds of adventuring locales you guys could undertake.
I'm hoping the DM throws some hooks out.
Well, since
And I will bite at one of them.
we're staying in the keep for Vroog, right? To train for a week or 2 weeks or
Anyone who has to train, yeah.
Yeah, we can always scrounge for rumors.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do. At least those of us that don't have to spend time trying to hone our blades.
Nope.
Where's the nearest large town from here? Grimsby's thinking like, where would some thieves be?
Do we have a map?
It's like a large town or a city.
Ooh, well, here on the Wild Coast, I mean, south of where you are, there's a largest city called Blue. It is a coastal city. It's not quite a wretched hive of scum and villainy, and it is some weeks' travel. But you're fairly sure you could find a guild there.
Okay, what about to the north?
The north will take you up the Wild Coast, and you're really kind of taking your life in your own hands, because at that point, you're moving along the Pomarge, which is a failed state. But once you start to move closer to the city of Greyhawk, you will find towns and hamlets and so on and etc.
And east or west of us, anything?
East of you is the bay itself, and west of you would take you. I'm gonna have to bring up my map of Greyhawk here real quick.
I'm not sitting and looking at a map of Greyhawk, nor do I know entirely where we are in Greyhawk. So maybe we could show the audience.
Just me.
All right, I'll try and find a good one here. Let me see.
I'm not up on my Greyhawk.
As I just told someone in the chat, I think the keep is located just east of the Pomarge.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was a bit to the northwest or north.
I used to have a map. I might be able to find it.
Not east of it.
To the west, we got what? We got Keeland, Ulek. Farther, we got Jeff. To the north, we got the Wild Coast. To the south, we got the Pomarge.
Yeah. So basically, you've got to the north, you've got major city-wise, you've got Badwall, Elred, Fax, Safeton, Narwell. And then as you follow the coast along, you'll come to Hardby. And then after that, it starts to curve around back to the south into the Aberals Hills and the bright desert, which abuts against the bay itself. South of you, you've got Stoneheim. Also not that far away to the northeast, you've got Highport, but Highport has fallen. Highport is in the hands of crime lords and all sorts of unsavory humanoids and such. And then, as mentioned before, at the far tip of the peninsula that is defined by the Draken's Grab Hills, you have the town of Blue.
It used to have a map that had all of the a Greyhawk map that had all the Greyhawk modules like numbered on it, which was kind of cool, and like their locations.
Well, I be from the Palmars. I wouldn't be much of a guide. Don't remember much of it.
Oh, you don't want to go home?
Yeah, I was born on the battlefield. I am home.
I think Anna Minor has a Greyhawk map with all the things mapped on it.
Yeah.
It's on the internet. You want to find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Anna Meyer map is ridiculous amounts of details.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I mean that very nicely.
Oh no, I know. Yes, and you're absolutely right. The Anna Meyer Greyhawk map is quite a lovely sight.
So
I'll go wherever.
Actually, quite lovely map that's loading up right now. It's just taking a minute to get across the network. So,
okay. Well, what do we think? Do we want to try and make for Blue? I like the sound of the North. Sounds like it has more adventure to me, but Blue sounds like it's the safer bet.
Why are we going for safer if we want adventure?
That was kind of
safe
my
equals
point.
boring.
Yeah.
If we go the other way, we
Yeah.
can cut through Brug's homeland.
So a short but merry life we have, lads?
I'm not sure. Grimsby probably doesn't want to go quite into the Pomarge. I don't think his people are well liked there, perhaps, except as a tasty treat.
Yeah, you're probably a delicacy for sure. At least your
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah.
well, I will tell you this straight away: the land is open if you make due south of where you are, crossing the river and kind of cutting a trail through the wilderness. The land is more or less open. It does rise in that direction. You do wind up in hilly locations, but you will mostly avoid the Draken's Grab Hills part of the Pomarge. And then that will take you essentially due south, and you can make your way along the coast if you wish to go to Blue. But again, that is not the DM telling you what you should do. I'm just telling you what you could.
While Grimsby is waiting around because Vrug is training, you said more traders and farmers, etc. Are there's more trade going on. He's going to
Yes.
see if he can scare up any rumors, like if anyone's talking about, banditry here and there, which could be useful, or rumors of famed treasures, etc. Just things like that.
Okay. Well, let's see.
You should ask if they also train you.
I don't need to be trained by a farmer.
Well, bandits though.
Well,
You
no,
hit
I'm
up
looking
with
for
your
rumors
stick.
of bandits. I'm like, hey, are you a bandit?
What's
ask
your
him-
alignment?
And if they say yes, I hit them. All right, so let's see. Rumors while you wait.
Yep.
Now, most folks hereabout, of course, are focused on their own affairs, not really the wide world for them is 20 miles away, which is actually not that far off the mark for you guys too, but
Yep.
and you also know that for the most part, you can discount any rumors you might hear about the caves. You've either disproven them or proven them and then solved them. I hear there are powerful monsters in the caves. Nope, not so much. Actually, the talk does come up, Sir Standard, and one of them says, one of your kin once disappeared south in the marshes. We never saw him again. I don't know if he fell to the bandits or what happened.
A singular elf, or
Nah, he traveled alone. Spoke very boldly of his skill at arms. The watch kept a lookout for him, but he never returned.
It's weird. Frank never said nothing.
well, I can always. Do you leave anything behind?
Oh, not here. He'd paid for a Sen night in the inn and said he would return to sleep here, but that was a few seasons ago. So,
Alright.
yeah, we have since rented his room out again.
Anything else? I don't know, friends. I don't think we want to chase a few-year-old dead body in the middle of the swamp. That thing's going to be buried in mud by now, with gear or not.
Ah, yes. This Mark Grimsby, one of them says, if it's treasure ye seek, there are piles of magic armor hidden in those caves yonder. So I'm told.
Hey, Grimsby looks over at his companions.
You mean
Yeah,
these
I've
ones?
heard the same as well.
It's not quite up on the times, I don't think.
And in other news, the British are coming.
You mean the regulars are coming?
So it's either blue, we go to blue, or we go to the swamp. Welcome to the
Someone in the chat
swamp.
reminded me, Ulek. I've always thought Grimsby must come from the Ulek. I think the county of Ulek. Lots of halflings there. Are there any local legends he can remember that might drive him back there?
Let's see. That's a fine question you pose
Or
there.
he's probably wanted in Ulek. But
There
That's
once
right.
was a halfling from
Why
Ulek.
you left?
what'd you say, TK?
I said there once was a halfling from
Yeah.
Ulek.
Yes.
And he got ate by a boulet.
Oolay.
Well, they do find halfling to be a delicacy.
The county of Ulay.
He squirmed and he hollered, but we couldn't be bothered.
So are you from the county of Ulay or are you from the duchy of Ulay?
I think there's one up near that's further north. I think that's where I decided Grimsby was from.
Okay.
Let's see if I actually wrote it down. I didn't write down my backstory. Damn it.
What?
Right? This is why you write it out anyway, even if you're going to die in 10 minutes.
I know you posted a 5-page document somewhere. I
Yeah.
remember it.
I think Bill just deleted it.
I cast no.
I cast Magnum Opus.
Let's see. So, what do you want to know about your home country? It is it's humans, gnomes, halflings, elves, dwarfs, half elves, and half orcs. You know, you have the run of the mill as far as that goes.
Grimsby's trying to remember if there's any, famed tombs full of gems, monsters that would have lots of magic, or also money, that sort of thing. Now that Grimsby has a group of adventurers at his disposal, maybe he can go follow up on some old rumor of famed treasure, have them defeat the monster. Well, Grimsby takes the cash.
You have a retinue, is what you
Yeah,
have. You have a
yeah.
retinue. Yay, the map is loaded. Okay.
We're secretly the halfling's retinue.
Okay. Oh, and this is the good one. This is somebody concatenated this. I'm going to put this link.
Oh, you
Out
might be looking at the same one I am.
I'm going to put this link out there for you guys to have a look at. I'm going to warn you, that map is huge. That, depending on your bandwidth and their bandwidth, that map might take a while to download. But it is Darlene's Great Hawk map. Completely, I mean, imagine the whole thing as a single unified image, and it is huge. I think this JPEG tops in at something over 160 megabytes in size. So it'll take a while to get there. Yeah, the Scruffy Grognar Greyhog map. Bob knows which one. So anyway, Ulek is a bit closer to where you're at now. The Principality is not that far from where you guys are at. In fact, you are still technically in the Principality of Ulek. So who knows? You might be able to go back to the Principality, tell them what you've accomplished, and then, receive a great boon, Grimsby.
Unless I'm wanted there. Find out.
Well, given that you're a low-level adventurer, I doubt that you're wanted there.
I'm
you
probably wanted by some one sheriff in a small town is all that I rate.
That's how First Blood started.
True.
There we go. That's as good as a limerick as I've got.
Am I going to regret looking at this? There was a happy that you got to cry now. I like it. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's you put that out in the comments. People get
I'm going to. Mine. There we go.
Okay. So
ignore all the typos. They're standard.
As is Sir Standard. Let me tell you guys this. When pondering where to go, if you are going to leave the general proximity of the keep and go adventuring across the land, across the Flannis, you will encounter something out there. Adventure awaits. So you may take that as you wish.
Friends, brothers, countrymen, Rogue. I recommend that we head south first. It's the safe option, and then we take a ship through the bay to the north. How about that?
Do you want to go to
No, we could do that. And then we'd pass anything, we'd run through the marshes, I suppose. If we decided to go, somewhat south, we'd run through Fairlands. If we decided to go to the east and south, I'm sure there's a port there somewhere.
Yeah, I think I think visiting somewhere like Blue, so our illustrious friend here can meet with his friends, let's say, and then from there, who knows? We might be able to take on those slave lords.
Let's do it. Let's go to Blue.
I'm for Blue.
How long of a trip do we think it'll be to Blue?
Okay.
We have horses, so.
Sorry for those of you turning in. This live stream has become a little blue. So going by horse, you're looking. If you guys don't cut across the hills,
yeah, let's get do and then don't. How about that?
You think maybe a fortnight journey by horseback there?
Without the hills.
Without the hills, yeah.
If we cut through the hills, do we save any time?
No, you will add time.
Word.
Because horses in mountains.
Around we go then.
Yeah, so we get some supplies, cash out things out of our bank here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I will, of course, address our men-at-arms. I know that Marco and Edward are volunteers in our service. Finkel and Thrud, of course, we pay. Unless I have that backwards, but either way. Bill and Ted are in our service, and, who are the other two? Quite
Wayne
famous.
and Garth.
Thank you. That works. So anyway, I release them from our service. Our volunteer, if they don't want to leave their home, I completely understand. But if they do want to finish out their year's service to us, we are happy to keep them in vassalage and keep them, fed and happy. And, I can't guarantee they'll live.
You saved their lives. They were certainly going to perish at the hands of the hobgoblins. You saved their lives. They owe you this service. Their word is bond.
And what about Finkel and Thread then? Are they willing to leave the keep and the surrounding areas?
Well, yeah, you hired them. They'll go where you tell them to
Hey,
go.
You couldn't pay. You'd have to pay me 6 figures for me to leave my home state. So, like, it's the way it goes.
That's pretty much what we're paying them, though. So, an equivalent.
Yeah, you tried to
right?
give them quite the raise last time. They're well paid.
All right. Well, 2 of these guys work for nothing, and so 2 of these
if they have
guys.
family here, you can understand why they wouldn't want to leave.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, that settles that then.
Well, I will need to buy enough supplies for us all.
Did we ever find
Yeah.
that kidnapped merchant?
Extra oats for cinnamon.
I'm sorry, something about the kidnapped merchant you
Did
asked?
we ever find that kidnapped merchant?
Yeah, you rescued him and his wife.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know because I'm going to remove him from my notes then. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. He and his wife you rescued.
Bill, I got a question for you.
I got an answer for you.
In the bank in the town here, Grimsby has some cash.
Okay.
He wants to know if he can put that into a more travel friendly way, like gems or jewelry.
Or
He has like 900 gold of just cash.
They can change it to platinum for you. So 900 divided by 5.
It's not quite 200. It's like 150 something. Okay, that's still a lot of coins to carry about. But does he have?
It's a fifth weight because of the same weight, right?
Yeah, it's 100. So it's 18 pounds of coins, not 90.
Yeah, that's true. But Grimsby was just wondering if the guy had jewelry to sell or that he could trade in for this. But the platinum's good. Platinum will do.
Yep.
Okay.
Money has been coming into the keep over the the Sen night that both Vrug and Duran have been training. So
maybe. Go on.
No, I was just going to say. So they have no problem making change now.
I was going to say maybe we should hire on with a caravan on the way out. At least make some money on the way back.
Oh, there might be a caravan heading to Blue. You're thinking?
Mm-hmm.
There is not. They're not going into the southwest Pomar or southeast Pomars rather.
That was worth a shot, boys. Oh well. Yep. Let's like I said, we gotta get some provisions, extra oats for cinnamon.
Yeah.
And your horses.
Yeah. I guess I'll get a set of standard rations and a set of hard rations because I'll eat the standard ones first.
Okay. Do you guys need prices from the player's handbook for any provender?
I got it.
All right.
That would be, if you want 2 weeks like I just bought, that's 8 gold total. It's 5 for one and 3 for the other.
Get some bags to carry it in.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Oh, actually, while they're identifying gear, can I have those magic arrows identified? I know they're magical, but I'd like to know, like, I presume they're +1, but...
Have you been using them all along? I think you have.
No, I have not.
You have not.
Literally, I've kept them squared away, saved for a rainy day. I just want to know if one of them's like an arrow of dragon slaying or something that I need to like save for a special occasion.
No, it's nothing like that, unfortunately for you. Where did you get those arrows? Were they in the Minotaur's lair?
Could be. I just have 6 magic arrows. They're probably from the Minotaur's lair. They probably came on my sheet the same session we got the spear. So most likely.
That is actually see.
That treasure super early because it was written down on my sheet is when we got that crystal vial and the bone scroll tube with the cure light runes and the whole person.
All right.
6 arrows.
Yep.
And a quiver. So
Yep.
Standard got those. Grimsby got the vial, and I got the scroll.
Man, you actually take notes. Good for you.
Sometimes.
I'm going to hold you up. Like I wish I did that.
That was in the ogre's lair, and those are arrows +1.
Okay. Okay.
Wow, 39 people. Guys, thank you all so much. If you're just watching this stream, if you haven't already, please do click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notification, and give this video a like as we play some AD&D for your entertainment and your education. 40 now. That is awesome. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Jason Short says, a question. What are the players' class and levels out of curiosity? Vroog is are you 4th or 5th level, Dooms?
I'd be 4th.
A 4th level half-orc fighter. Mark
sir.
is playing Grimsby. He is a 3rd nascent 4th level halfling thief. Marius Esol is a 2nd nascent 3rd level. Or no, you can't level yet.
It's 3rd level. Yeah.
Okay. So 3rd on his way to 4th level.
Yep.
Elven magic user. Mobius is of course playing Duran, who is a 4th level cleric. Nascent 5th because you have the staff of the serpent. And Thane is playing Sir Standard, an elven fighter magic user, 3 each. Jason says, cool, I love me some 2-hit armor classes 0. All right, so there you go. That's the lineup. Perhaps I should start publishing like programs like you can get at a baseball game. You guys can just track the stats as you go.
I'm batting 12.
Anyway, so those arrows were +1.
Awesome. I don't care if I noted. I don't think I noted the experience before, but I'm not worried about it.
Okay, I think it's 12 each.
I'm a protector conjurer right now. For those that understand those terms.
Protector conjurer.
3rd level fighter, 3rd level magic user.
Yes. And by the way, for those of you who are interested, Mobius is on the verge of becoming a blank.
Awesome.
If you have any printing of the player's handbook except for the very
I was looking at that. Why is that?
Okay, I'm glad you asked me because now we get a little trivia. This is what you guys, it's a little hello Jorge, good to see you. So if you look in a true first print player's handbook, and I have one, but we all know what happens when I reach on my shelves and try and take things down.
That's coming.
Yeah. The 5th level cleric is supposed to be listed as prefect. There was a typo, and the 5th level cleric was listed as the perfect.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
It's not far off.
And so the story goes, as it was related to me. Gary noted this and was like, well, we need to change that. And the Bloom brothers, who were in charge of the business, went to Random House and said, how much to fix this? And they said, well, we'll have to do a new plate layout.
Oof.
So it'll be this much.
And they were like, nah, we're good with it blank.
TSR was making money hand over fist. They absolutely could have afforded a new plate. However, they elected not to. They said, well, how much just to grind that off? And they're like, well, that's just this much. Fine, take it out.
I would have just left it as perfect at that point.
I would have too. So 5th level cleric is perfect or prefect. I will leave that up to the individual player as to which it is. But you know the rest of the story. Those of you with
I'm pretty
player
sure I heard that somewhere before now that you mentioned it like that.
Right. So if you have a player's handbook of any vintage other than a true first, and you're one of those people that likes to write in your books because they're meant to be played with, not treated as fragile antiques, you could just jot in perfect or prefect, depending on your point of view. Oh, Mark's going to do it live. He's going to
Nope.
flip.
Already written in.
Already written in. Excellent.
And
Excellent.
this isn't my book, but whoever I bought it from helpfully gave me all the little sticky notes.
How decent of them.
I love it. And it came in a set with the Dungeon Master's Guide, also with all the little sticky notes.
That's wonderful.
Very nice, whoever it was. No name, sadly.
And for those that don't want to deal with THATCO, but you still like AD&D, there's always this. And yes, it comes with its own sticky note system because the layout is just as bad.
You don't need THACO when you have a combat calculator.
Exactly, I agree.
This is what I do. This is how I run my game.
I stare at a chart. That's all I do. I look at the DM screen and I'm like, okay, fighter 3. I rolled a 17. This is what I need.
For some reason, I can never quite follow the lines properly. I always go up or down. So
yeah,
I've been guilty of doing that. But yeah, I mean, when I see arguments going down between fans of 3rd, 3.5, 4th, 5th, and essentials and 2nd edition AD&D players are, I'm not using THACO again. That doesn't make any sense. Us 1E guys are just over here like, neither did we.
It's a chart. Look at the chart. You're fine.
Just look at the chart. Just read the chart. I don't have my Dungeon Master screen up. I actually moved it a while back. Oh, and that's something else I'd like to point out to you guys. For those of you who may have missed it, I now have this. I have a Stream Deck, and I'll be able to switch cameras around really quick.
Nice.
And maybe even add new cameras. So for those of you who enjoy miniatures and terrain, we are going hard in the paint on miniatures and terrain this year and hereafter because camera switching will now be that easy to do.
Okay, DM.
People in there with you.
Big ask, and I have to do this live because I just thought about this. Can we go back into your Nightmare Wonderland with these characters now? That were actually like level 3 and stand a snowball's chance in hell.
Oh, so you guys, you want to travel up the coast maybe and return to Castle Greyhawk?
Yeah, why not? By the time we get there, we'll stand a chance.
I will absolutely, unquestionably leave that up to you guys.
Is that our final goal, gents? I think it is.
And I mean, who knows? Modules happen.
And Mark is fine with that.
We won't die to stupid sewer spiders this time.
Oh, you just jinxed it. Jinxed it.
No,
but still
I'm not going anywhere near a sewer.
So you think?
Ever again.
The entire first level restocked sewer spiders.
I quit.
Well, I remember this was a cobalt lair, guys. Just sewer spiders.
Poisonous cobalt.
Any idea? I mean, is it worth asking what audience wants since we got a bunch of people? I mean, whether they want to see old school modules or whether they want to see,
Well, first of all, Bob Jester paid for this, so there was a Ranger of Ernst who set up out for fame and fortune to be earned, who fought the famed Worm of Orkney, and if it were for the sources of Hardby, would have been more than slightly burnt. Thank you for the super, Bob. I really appreciate it, and the limerick was nice too.
Dirty enough.
So more old school adventures. Those of you that want to see classic modules, there are ample opportunities for modules to happen. Those of you that just want to see homebrew stuff is going to happen. So it's I am here to fill all of your wishes, everyone, as far as this D&D game is concerned. Let me clarify that. Any of you asking for prurient things will not get them. But
no furries.
Yeah, no furries. There are furries in AD&D. They're just all monsters, and I instruct you as player characters to destroy them. Vaughn, I've been thinking about some VTT things, but I've got all the Dwarven Forge in miniatures, so there's nothing to say I can't combine the two. Dave Mills wants Barrier Peak. He just wants you guys dead. He just wants you dead, like right now.
Okay. To my players that are watching this, leave. To the rest of you, I'm running my players through that soon. It's in like 2 levels. They have to. They're all like level 5 to 7 right now, and they need to be levels like 8 or 9 before I want to get them there. So they just need to gain like 2 more levels.
So
That
does this mean there will be a crossover with the Gamma group?
That could be fun.
There you go.
Well, to stop, Mark will stop being meta for a moment. Grimsby wants to go to blue because he thinks that might be a good chance of him getting some Thieves Guild down there, connections, and he'll be able to get more training.
I'd like to get down there too.
I just like the sound of the name of it.
I'm guessing they probably have a decent magical library there, so I would like to go as well.
They got decent booze, I bet you.
It'll be worth exploring to find out if they do for.
Even have to be decent for you. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, none of this stuff that has no bite.
Alright. We're off to blue.
Have we all settled up and bought supplies and blah blah blah?
Yeah, we'll do it on the way out of town. Got to pass right by the store.
Yep.
Hopefully, it's like a drive-in shop. You pull your horse up, grab the stuff.
This is like a 15-minute city. Get whatever you want.
A swift way. It's a swift way.
It's like the old the town at the over the proving grounds of the Mad Overlord. It's just like tavern, inn, temple, and trading post, and then D for dungeon. You know,
Gotta get the shoes checked on Cinnamon before we go.
What's actually funny is I don't have a horse noted on my sheet.
What?
I know.
'Cause you're not
I've
carrying
had
any with
myself
that.
as having one, but I don't have the type or like what it has
It's a
noted.
light warhorse, right?
You never named your horse? What's wrong with you?
Bro, I don't name my characters. There's a reason I'm called the
Don't listen to
I
him.
just realized I need to name my horse. It's named Meat.
meat.
Rations. Yeah.
Yeah. They were light war horses. They had saddles. Grimsby just bought a saddle, big, huge saddlebags for him. No name though. What's the name? Carrot. Just because he likes carrots. So
It's a good enough name.
My horse is named Swifter, simply because it
Smells
is.
like crap.
I'm
so
gonna
you're still
call
cleaning
him.
up small spills?
I'm gonna call him Donkey.
You're going to confuse the poor.
Okay.
Yep. I presume I can pick up some saddlebags for him. That's no big deal.
And pour all your coin into it.
Yep. Break the horse's back. You know.
We sound like a huge bunch of pennies on the way out here.
I'm going to make an assumption that we have a bit and bridle and the other harness and things that we need to ride already. But if we don't, then yeah.
Yep.
They came all outfitted because we appropriated them from some
Right.
bandit.
Yep.
Hopefully, that
Like
will
you
be the right
bandits aren't using these anymore, right? As we talk to the dead bodies we just killed. You're not using them, so
Shake their head. Yes. It's still
That's horse abandonment.
yeah.
Already.
Okay.
15 ancient red dragons.
15.
First encounter.
You think I would be so lenient on
kind.
you? You guys have leveled.
Hoping for nice weather.
All right. So you guys are departing the keep. Yes.
yes.
At least not this world.
Oh, we're waiting for Root to train, right? And then we're leaving.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's happened. That
Okay,
that
awesome.
has happened.
We're not doing real time, so like I'll catch you guys in like 4 weeks or something.
Yeah, no,
Bit of
sorry.
catch up.
Sorry to the bro SR guys who are like, oh, it's real time. It's 8 hours in real time is 8 hours in the game, and if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't. Just get over yourself.
They're LARPing on paper. It's fine.
Yeah.
What a great way
Imagine
to
them
put it.
playing where combat takes 8 hours.
If I wanted to do that, I would play Rollmaster.
So,
And if we were playing Rollmaster, the party would still be having that first fight in the Kobold lair.
Really?
Okay. The evening of the second day, as you're traveling along, who is set up and doing watches? How are you guys doing your watches?
Well, I like to.
I figure I'd take night, being that I have infravision and being that I, have like a disciplined military life. It wouldn't be surprising for me to be up in the early morning.
I like
Okay.
to take first watch since I have to get up early to pray.
I'll take whatever watch because I don't really sleep unless I'm trying to recover spells.
All right.
And Grimsby is a former trapper. Is it possible for him to do any, like, catch some small game as we go, or would that slow us down too much?
Yeah. No. I mean, just like, if you set up camp and you want to go outside the radius of where the party is, set up a snare, and then you can check it in the morning and see if you've got pheasant, squirrel, rabbit, something like that, or if
just to
you're
give us some fresh food as we go.
Yeah. If you're near a stream, you can set up a fish catch. And for those of you who are wondering out there, AD&D is an avatar-based system. We do not lean heavily on his on the notion of well, you don't have the skill make fish trap, Mark, so no, you can't. It's assumed that if you're going out in the world to be an adventurer, that you've got the wherewithal to make small snares, to climb trees, to make a fire, to make a reasonable tent out of a heavy cloak, that sort of thing. But anyway, so midnight, while you are on watch, oh faithful half-orc, you see a group of lions. Well, let's see how many lions. I say a group, I could roll one.
Pride.
As long as it's not 50,
I hold up a small child.
Hey, where'd you get that kid?
Hey, Grimsby.
Hey,
He's a child if you ignore the beard.
We have halfling.
All right. So there are four of them, and you are not surprised by them, so you spot them when they are still some distance away.
What runs faster, a halfling or a halfling coated in bacon grease?
hey,
200. So,
And they call him the freak.
let me see. Yeah, they're a good few bow shots away. It's night and they're kind of on the prowl, so yeah, they might be they might be checking out the smell of smoke and horse flesh. What will you do? What do you do?
Is it reasonable to assume that my light crossbow is loaded?
Oh, certainly. I mean, if you'd be on watch, you'd have it ready.
That's what I was figuring. Yeah. I'll take a shot, and I hope it's loud enough to wake up the other people.
That I can tell you, it won't be. It just twink. You know?
Right. Yeah, well, that's okay. I'll take a shot with that thing anyway.
Okay.
Twang.
So there's semi-intelligence.
Bill, have you ever heard the heavy crossbow go off?
I sure
Actually
have
heard
not.
it?
I sure have not, and it is a light crossbow that he has.
Okay. A heavy crossbow sounds like a gun.
Okay.
This one has a silencer on it.
Right.
It's got a suppressor.
Okay, so now I will tell you before we roll initiative, they're not bounding. They're kind of doing that uncertain cat sort of thing there in the distance. So it doesn't look like they're so much attacking as they are investigating. And I will also tell you, because you are proficient in light crossbow, they are dreadfully out of range for your light crossbow.
Oh, okay. So they're a good distance off then.
Yeah, they're a good couple of 100 yards.
Oh, okay, right. And given the terrain and everything, that makes perfect sense. Well, maybe I can draw them to me because I want to fight. So I'll take my longsword and my shield, and I'll slap the longsword against the shield as loud as I can while standing, cutting an imposing form, I suppose. And I assume that would wake up the rest of the group, whether they want it or not.
Man.
Everyone wakes up when you hear that bang, bang, bang. They are startled, and they literally like kind of bound back and away from where you are when that sound reaches them. Because it takes a heartbeat to travel to them. You know?
I get up, look around, literally see nothing.
Yeah.
Go, what the frig, Rug? And go back.
Lions.
And tigers and bears, oh my.
Yeah, I don't care
rolls
about
over and
none
goes
of
back to
that.
sleep.
I should have let him eat you.
I don't think I
Right,
can
I should
sleep
point
lying,
out-
could I?
Just to give you guys an idea of the temperature. Let's see. Here we go. This is going to be Seacoast, and
Do I know if I could sleep a lion?
Sure hope I took that plate off, or I'd probably have been itching like got a rash.
Maybe.
How many hit dice are lions?
Yeah, I know. That's my question. Is like, because if they're up to 4, I could get 1.
I'll break the rules and look at the book. Don't tell
Insert
Bill. I'm
name
looking at the
here.
book.
I know that guy.
I'm sorry. We're doing what now?
Blue bolts from the heavens.
Yeah.
What?
No, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Wow. Okay.
Mountain lions are lesser, but a lion is more than you could sleep.
So it is. Let's see. It is early morning of Water Day. That is the 12th of Fire Seek. It has been severely cold, so you guys are. I'm guessing you're kind of cuddled up, snuggled up.
Stoking the fire.
There's not much precipitation, and the wind blowing in off of the sea, some leagues distant, is pretty bitter cold also. So yeah.
Part of joining this group was saying, any of you guys touch me, and I kill you.
I remember that actually.
Lighten up, Vrugsis.
No foxholes for you. Get out of here.
He could dig his own foxhole.
All right, so they start. They seem off put by the sound of your hammering on your shield with your sword. They do not look interested in coming to spoil with you. So, what will you do? The rest of the party, you guys are now awake.
I'm going to move over and get a hold of the horses so they can't bolt.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
They are wickering. They have gotten a scent of the lions, but they're not bolting because, you know.
I'm going to look at the stars and I'm going to try to gauge what time it is. Or when sunrise.
The moons have just started to come up. It is cloudy, but you would estimate it's probably about midnight.
I still got a couple watches before it's my turn.
All right.
Grimsby will help TK calm the horses.
Okay. Varug, do you do anything else aggressive in the direction of the lions? They don't seem to do anything. Okay.
I'm just going to keep an eye out.
They give you guys a wide berth. And the rest of your night is uninterrupted.
Okay. At least they aren't man-eaters.
Well, or elves and hobbits are, of course, that's...
What, they don't like dwarves? Too tough?
Yeah.
Stringy.
And gnomes only when they can't get tapas.
By saying hobbits, you're demonetized by Amazon,
Oh, dang it. That's right. I just got... Curse you, Bezos, you roll-on deodorant with ears. And I just want to point out to the audience, if not my players, overland travel is some of my favorite. Let's see. Vrug, you've got a high dex. Grimsby, you've got a high dex. Who has a dex above 16? Marius, what is Marius's dex?
It's 18, but that's because of the Yancey.
Okay, that's fine.
Mine is 16.
Yeah, Yancey slept right here, by the way.
That you said Yancey slapped right here.
And my dex is not impressive. It's a 14.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, then Vrug is surprised. Let's see. But what is Vrug surprised by? The party at large is not so. I think Gary did this just because he felt like these poor things were lonely. All right. So as you guys come over a roll in the land, 140 yards away, you espy something. What is it? We'll have to find out.
Dun, dun, dun.
140 Sturges.
I have a spell for that.
Is that a set? Oh, that's a 7. Dang it. A 1 on a D20 means that the thing that you encounter is a settlement. So it just as easily could have been a town.
Is it a structured settlement?
You'll receive all your experience points and treasure. Our operators are scrying by. And I have to point something out. I do need to pause for those of you who aren't aware. Back on the 1st of January, my sister had a house fire. Her grandsons, who lived with her along with their mom and dad, the grandson's room is what caught fire, and they lost everything in their room, all their Christmas presents, their clothes, the works. There is a GoFundMe that is currently going on if anyone in the audience wants to read it. But every time I post that GoFundMe on Twitter, on Facebook, I get mobbed by spam bots doing the whole, well, let us help you get your money right now, and then you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, of course I don't. I think there's a special place in hell for folks like that.
Agreed.
I think they're right up there with the popes that lied.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dante.
Let's see. Oh, good night, Vincent. Have a lovely evening. Bear with me just a second, guys. I've lost He's not. He's insisted for all the years that he's been an audience member. He's insisted that he's not. You're not in a tropical location, so no, you do not encounter an iguanodon.
And by the by, for those that have not actually bothered to read Dante's Inferno, it's worth it. I would absolutely recommend it. particularly if you're a fan of D&D, it makes the 9 hells make a lot more sense.
Yes, Gary was rather fond of the classics in that respect. It is hippogriffs that you encounter.
Ho ho! Can we upgrade Cinnamon?
How many hippogriffs?
Feed old Cinnamon to new Cinnamon.
Shh! Put your earmuffs on, you Cinnamon. Earmuffs.
Okay, this is not their lair, which is probably fortunate for you guys. And
It would also be like 200 feet up on a tree, I'm sure.
yeah. Well, out here where you are, it'd probably be like a rocky, eerie, just like one of those strange promontories just coming up out of the line. So yes, it is a total of 7 hippogriffs. They appear to have nailed a couple of antelopes and are dining on them when they see you, and they are not surprised. They begin to scree and paw at the ground.
But they're also not hungry, so if we leave them alone, maybe they just leave us alone, and we just each go our own
I
way.
thought you wanted to upgrade.
I think it's a good idea. Grimsby will start not looking edible. That's his action for this round.
Okay, so let's get declarations. Is Vroog spoiling to fight a hippogriff?
Absolutely.
All right.
Of course.
What does Vroog wish to do?
I yell out a battle cry. Ah! Shield in one hand, sword in the other.
Okay, Mark, what is Grimsby doing?
Getting off the horse and looking inedible.
Stand under your horse.
Yes.
Mobius, how about Duran?
Well, I go, God damn it, and then I run up behind him and go, pimp my ride.
Wait, what are you doing? Please
What does that look like? Hold the phone.
clear. Dungeon Master stuck in hippogriff. Please repeat.
I'm running after Vroog to back him up.
Okay, you're moving over to where Vroog is. Kevin, how about Marius?
I'm going to get ready to cast sleep. Whether it's effective or not's another story.
Okay.
Just in case
and
stuff goes stupid.
Sir Standard.
Are these things on wing or on foot?
Right now, they're on the ground. They appear to have brought down a couple of antelope and are eating.
Okay. God, can I sleep them? That's not an actual question. That's what you would call a rhetorical question, class.
You'll find out when you do it.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's just, cover my eyes and point my finger and sleep. Not literally, but you get what I mean.
Okay. Well, first of all,
Grimsby shows back up at the keep with 4 other horses.
Right. I'm notably staying on my horse.
Yeah, I'm not getting off my horse.
okay. We have directions. Go ahead and roll initiative, please. Now,
Alright.
is he charging with a capital C, or is he just going to move to contact?
Yeah. So I can do either, I suppose, huh?
That's
they're close enough, right? Well, I'll certainly charge then.
Okay, so you're charging with a capital C, and Duran, Mobius, you said Duran was backing him up. Is Duran charging also?
Yeah, I'm galloping up on Cinnamon.
Okay.
If only you had a lance.
Okay. Yancey is yanking very hard on your hair, Marius, and saying, "Daddy, why are they attacking the hippogriffs?"
Vroog, I don't like the look of this, man.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
trying
know.
a non-violent resolution.
What is that?
It's called sleep.
Yeah.
If you
well,
kill them
that's
when they're
going to
asleep.
end up being violent because,
If you kill them when they're
because we'll
asleep,
kill
that's
them all while they sleep.
Well,
I would
Or
tie
we
them up.
ride away really, really quietly.
yeah, right. But with magical sleep, you don't even have to be that quiet. As long as you don't kick one, they'll be fine.
Maybe get them another antelope as a sorry.
Okay. Go ahead and execute your charge, if you would. Basically, it's twice your normal movement rate because you're going butt over tea kettle, heading straight at them.
Right. That'll be a total of 20, which would hit -3.
Yeah, you absolutely hit one of them. So go ahead and roll your damage. They are large.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. On fire tonight. So that's a 17 total.
17 total. So let's see. Yeah, your momentum with your horse, you carries your sword right through the side of the hippogriff. It screams once and crumples. So there are 6 hippogriffs now. Go ahead and roll your attack, Mobius, for Duran.
All
Are
right.
you striking with your staff as you
Yep.
ride up? Okay.
Give this.
Don't
sucker
forget
a
your
try.
+1 for charge.
And a +2 for the stick.
Yep. So that's a DC. Well, we got to see if I hit first.
You at least get a +3, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
It's +2 for charge, I think.
Yeah, it is +2.
Oh, +2 for charge, then you get +4.
It could be a total of +4. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
You can't miss.
Can't
Look
miss
at
with
that.
Pow. All right. So yeah, you I'm guessing you're just using it as like a war staff and you're not snaking it.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn it into a snake and whip it around his head.
That's
7. So, yeah, there's a good you hit one with a good crack. Now let's roll initiative, and I think Vrug and Duran have had enough fun. So Mark, you go ahead and roll initiative for the side, please.
Okay.
All right,
6.
6.
Good start.
4. Okay. So let's see. 4 sleep spells then go off on 5 beak, claw attacks are happening, and they are fairly evenly divided. Vrug, you're going to catch 3, or that is, you're going to catch 3 hippogriff attacks, and Duran is going to catch 2. So, or no, it's going to be 3 each. You've slain. You've slain 1, so you're each going to get 3. So these 3 are at Vrug. All right, here's the first set of attacks because they are claw, beak. And I should have had different colored dice. What is Vrug's armor class? You're like at -3 or something insane, aren't you?
-1.
Oh, -1. Okay. I might have gotten you with that 15 then. Let me see here. I really should be utilizing bookmarks. I apologize to everyone. I'm a bit rusty. It's been a day or two.
How's your
It's
Monday
been a
game?
minute, as the kids say.
I'm sorry. What was that question?
How's your Monday game going? Still doing that one?
Oh yeah. Monday game is a lot of fun. That's do not stream that one. So if you folks are he does this on Monday too? Nope. I asked that group if they wanted to stream, and they were like, no.
My home group's the same way.
Are you doing a module with them, or are they in Greyhawk Castle too?
We have just started against the Giants.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we are in the preliminary lead up. The party is crossing through the Duchy of Jeff right now.
I wouldn't mind getting there someday.
I wonder if they're going to burn
I
it
hope
down
you
like
kill
everyone
them
else
as
does.
is proper.
All right, so let's see. That hippogriff, that is... And you're at -1, Vrug.
Yes, sir.
So counting for your charge, that brings you to 0. You are actually missed by the first one. The second one, ever so pissed. You got a beak and a bite.
Alrighty.
And I don't know what happened, guys. They just got brain worms and decided to attack a bunch of hit die monsters, and that was the end of it.
I've always had brain
you guys-
worms.
You guys didn't get brain worms. You have already had them.
Not a beak and a bite, but a bite and a claw. Right?
Yes. So that is going to be 1d6 and 1d10. Welcome to Flavor Town.
right.
Population you. Take 5 points of damage. And the third one.
Dar.
All right. I should probably do this as beak, miss, and then 2 claws. Nope. All right. So here we go. Beak attack on Duran.
No.
That's a miss. 2 claw attacks. So there's the first one.
Duck, Davy, dodge, duck.
All right.
You
Beak
can
attack
dodge a
on
wrench.
16. Your armor class is 1 less. What is it currently? What is your armor class, dude?
Oh, I have a 1.
A 1. Okay, so yes,
Except
you are hit with a beak by the second one. Take 2 points of damage, and its claws. Both of those miss. And the third one misses with beak. Can't believe how exceptionally lucky you guys have gotten. And is that a 17? That's a 17. So you take a claw for 4.
Yoch.
All right. That ends that. Let's do sleep spells from... And I'm going to have to look in the player's handbook here because this is... Let's see. Sleep!
For
Page 68.
For 4 hit dice, it's 0 to 1. For 3 hit dice, it's D2. And these things ain't 2 to 3 hit dice, I don't think. But if they are, it's D4.
Let me see. I'm sorry, what page was that?
68 for sleep.
68. Yep. Thank you. 68. I have to see what applies here as far as 66, 67. There we go. All right.
I write all my spells out like code on my character sheet, so.
Which is how a good spell book should be.
Yep. I wish that video got more views. It's a cool it's a cool tip. I might make it a short.
Okay, Sir Standard, you get 1. Marius, you get 2.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's 3.
Brilliant.
5 total out of the combat. Oh no,
4 out.
4.
one didn't die.
Yeah.
I just watched them all start to drop around me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
You wave your staff and bump, bump. So there are 3 that fall to the ground. There are still 3 that are up. In the new round, let's get declarations. Vrug, you are standing amongst them.
Yeah, attacking for sure.
Okay. Mark, what is Grimsby doing? You still under your horse?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Marius?
This is dangerous. I'm gonna attempt to cast web. Do I have anything for them to stick on?
No, you're in open ground.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna cast web. I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. Mobius, is Duran going to coup de grace a sleeping one, or continue to fight the one that you struck?
I'm gonna keep fighting. Well, if the one I struck's still up, he's the one I'm fighting. Otherwise,
Okay.
I'm stepping over the sleeping corpses or bodies and going to fight one that's still fighting.
Okay. And how about Sir Standard?
I'm going to lower my spear and charge in.
All right. So charging with a capital C.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are the? I should have asked. What are the 4 men at arms? What are your
They are taking up defensive actions around the horses. I see no reason to get their heads taken off by a beak or a claw.
Okay.
I might
Go
wanna
ahead
change-
and.
I might want to change
I'm
my.
sorry. Yes, Mark. Go ahead. We're still in declarations.
Yeah. Is it possible to get a shot off with a sling that's not very likely to hit my friends because they're large creatures?
You are 120 yards away from them. You won't hit them.
Okay. Then
Yeah, I mean, you won't hit anything. Not only not your friends, but not the griffins either.
I stay with my horse then.
Okay. Let's see. Execute your charge, if you would. I'm guessing you're charging at one that is up and awake, Sir Standard.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and execute your charge. This is against large. If you're striking with your spear, it's going to be 2+. Yeah. Your spear just kind of augers in the ground, almost takes you out of the saddle. You have to take a moment to recover. Now let's go ahead and roll initiative. And Kevin, roll initiative for us, please. Do that
Right.
DC thing, won't you?
Yes, sir. Now, I did roll these, and they didn't make noise when I was rolling them earlier. Just
I rolled a 1.
so did I.
Okay, so claw and beak go first. This is going to be 2 on Vrug and 1 on. Actually, it's going to be evenly divided because Sir Standard ran up. So Vrug, then Duran, then Sir Standard. So here we go. Vrug, beak.
You know that used to be the plural for book?
I did not.
All right.
I saw that 19 come up and was feeling so happy, but no. Okay, so you managed to avoid all their attacks. This one is at Duran. That is a hit with a beak. Enjoy a delicious slice of 9 points.
Oh,
Oh,
You're in it now, up to your neck. I had to do that impression because you just got pecked.
They're smaller.
And let's see. And then you have a couple of claws coming your way. I guess you were a bad boy this year. No visit from claws. And Sir Standard, you are missed.
But not
by
forgotten.
beak. And you are missed by claws. So that concludes the round for them. Vrug and Duran may attack. The 11, I need to check. There are
13.
more.
That's actual 13.
Oh, yeah, okay. And you are cleric 4, yes?
Correct.
Okay. Your chart will be the same until you hit 7th level, so. No, that will not hit. Dances backwards. Okay.
that's
14,
a 18.
18. That is a hit.
All
Again,
right.
remembering that this is a large creature.
Yes, sir. Oh,
This is a
Nice.
17.
You're slaying your second. There are only 2 left up and alive now. Okay, it's a new round. Vrug, are you continuing to attack? Mark, is Grimsby continuing to not?
I am.
All right. How about Marius?
I'm not going to attack. I'm going to
Okay.
try to comfort Yancy.
Okay. Mobius, how about Duran continuing to swing staff?
Yep. Hopefully I connect this time.
All right, sir. Standard, you trying to trying to get your weapon in there?
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we are over to you. Please roll initiative if you would.
Sure. Let's see.
Let's
I
do
got a
it.
6.
I see that.
Damn.
All right. So let's see. Okay, they spread their wings and with a great pinioning attempt to fly away in this round. They want nothing of this. They are screeching mournfully as the two attempt to flee. You may strike at them at +4. Those of you that wish to try and hit them.
Okay.
That yields an 18.
Yeah, that will hit. So I think you may. If you roll another 12, I'm sending a nasty email.
That would be amazing.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you gouge it deeply, but it does manage to.
7 + 4 is 11 + 3 is 14.
14 or fighter 3.
Fighter 3 is AC 4.
Okay, you're not including charge bonus in that, are you?
No, I'm not. The +2 is from the +2 of the magic of the spear.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, yes, you strike. You strike one of them.
Wow. Okay, so D8 + 3 because it's large. 6 + 3 is 9.
You injure it badly, but it's able to take to the wing, and they're out of there. So you have 3 of them asleep before you.
My dad just fightless looks at Brug. I don't have a dagger. I might as well do it.
Yeah, I'll behead something.
Grimsby figures we're going to be eating steak tonight.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be red meat like ostrich.
Do they taste like horse or do they taste like chicken?
Yes.
They taste like chorse.
Depends on which end you're cutting.
I tried to like calm Cinnamon down because like she was thinking she was going to be supper for a while there.
Yeah. All right, so you are able to slay the hippogriffs, and that, as they say, is that.
I start looking around up high. Gotta have a nest around here somewhere. Where do you think they're hiding?
There is just rolling plain as far as you can see in every direction. There are no hills or nests or anything like that.
What direction
So-
did they fly off? Did we notice?
Yes, they flew due north.
Oh well.
Maybe there's a storm to the south.
I'm not going to go chase a bunch of hippogriffs into their aeries anyway.
Nah. Maybe if it
All
was
right.
closer.
Well, you have Wheeling Dragon just got here. The party just slew wild hippogriffs there on the plains of Greyhawk. So Jorge, thank you for hanging out with us this evening. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up there for the evening. I'd like to thank all of my players for joining us this evening. Those of you who hung out with us, of course, I appreciate it all. Thank you, Vaughn and Bob, for your very generous supers. Yes, but you can watch it again, Wheeling, because this and all of our D&D and Gamma World and other live plays are on the channel for your enjoyment. You can go back and make a sandwich and put your feet up and pause and enjoy the whole thing from beginning to end, because we're going to do this every Tuesday evening within reason. I say within reason because Tuesday the 23rd is my birthday, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I will let my players know. If you want an easy 2E combat generator, well, okay, 2E fans, there you go. Enjoy. Derek, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you've clicked the subscribe button. If you haven't already, then please do so. So, Doomsword, Mark, Mobius, Kevin, Thane, thank you all so much for being here, for coming back for a wonderful second season of Let's Play First Edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I do appreciate it all very much from you.
Of course.
Thanks for it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go ahead and unfortunately, they don't quite have hotkeys yet for turning off all the multimedia stuff on StreamYard just yet. Hopefully they'll get there. But until then, guys, with a single push of the button, I bid you adieu.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.